All right. And we are live. Hold on. Got to get the mic in here. Hello, everyone. We are live. We are live. This is a attempt at multi-streaming. I don't know if it's working or not. I guess we'll find out. But in the meantime, what's up, everyone? Alexander Ellis. Hey, what's up? Sweetcoon Club, what's up? How's your Friday? How is everybody's Friday? Hallow, what is up? Look, it's the best day of the week. It's the best day of the week. It's a freaking Friday. A freaking Friday. Can't go wrong with that. Looks like Twitch is not working. So we're just going to ignore that. It failed to connect. Well, that's okay. We don't need those Twitch people anyways. We got all the YouTube people here. So what's going on? Otis Lamar, what's up? Alexander Ellis, how's your day so far? Pretty normal. I don't have classes, so it's a great day, obviously. We had no homework assigned. I was supposed to study in a group. I didn't. Dude, I can't. Hold on. We're already getting into it. I can't. Anyways, it's been okay. Alexander Ellis, it's been okay. How's yours been? The Fly Gang is here, okay? YouTube is number one. Look, YouTube's the best. I'm not saying it's a great product, because I think it is a flawed product, but it's all we got. It's all we got, and it doesn't fail me like Twitch did for some reason. So, what's going on there? But, dude, I cannot work in groups, okay? And I've been thinking about this for a while now. Here, you guys can handle a tangent before we turn on this. Here, look. If my beautiful face is not enough content for you, we'll switch over so you can look at these beautiful people. Don't you remember these people? Don't you remember how these people are? How great they are? Anyways, I cannot stand working in groups, studying in groups, learning in groups. I constantly hear, and this is something that my professor even says. He's like, look, if you want a good grade, you need to mind map, and you need to study in groups, right? That's what he says. I actually got a good grade without either of those things, so now what? But anyways, it's like, why am I, if I'm sitting in a class, and there is a professor teaching us, right? There's a professor here, I'm sitting here learning, right? Why would I want to turn and talk to this person who knows just as much as me and who has heard the exact same thing I've heard? What could they add? That isn't, unfortunately, for the most part, maybe you could get a stroke of luck and it's like, oh my gosh, they heard something I didn't. But most of the time, they're going to tell you something that's wrong, and then now you're going to have to delete that from your memory, but you can't because now you're stuck with that memory forever. I just can't stand it. The other day, I heard people talk about a study party. A party! A party! A study party? Like, those two words should not be together. And how efficient is this going to be? Studying as a group? Anyways. YouTube was better pre-Google purchase. Bubbles are femboy. Yeah, I need to get into it. Let's get into our recap. We need to be able to get to what we're here for, which is finally the climactic Lysander moment, Team Flare moment. But first, we got a team recap. Bubbles, our femboy. Dude, Ed Sheeran. The sword. I remember Scarlet and Violet. Ed Sheeran was in there, and that was something. Look at that. Not sponsored, but if one day they want to, not going to put it past them. Class groups are like the rival in X and Y. Yeah, studying in groups is like having to deal with Shauna and Serena and Trevor and Tierno. And maybe, maybe Game Freak was like, we'll make this as realistic as possible. But I'm playing Pokemon. I don't want this to be realistic. I want my rivals to be people I like. I don't want it to be the people I have to deal with. I don't want to close my 3DS when I'm done playing Pokemon X and then immediately go outside and have to deal with the same exact stuff, okay? That's the last thing I want to do. Last thing I want freaking... What? What the frick was that? Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, Monsters the Goats. Alexander, you unsent a message. I didn't get to read it. I'm actually depressed now. Anyways. I love you. Just know that, okay? I love the Fly Gang. The Fly Gang, we're like a nest. Oh, hold on. I don't like working with others, and I'm not a very social person, and I'm on the spectrum. Hey, look, that... And you know what? That's the sad thing about this cruel world. Is some of us aren't built for this type of life, yet literally everything is built around living that life. The social life. You want a job. Oh, make sure you can sit in an interview and pass a conversation test. A conversation shit test. That's what it is. An interview. I can't tell you, I sit down in an interview, what's the purpose? Oh, we need to see if you'll work well with our team. How about you want to see if I can do the job, huh? Why does everything got to be this weird social game? Why do we always got to play this dumb game where I have to pretend to be happy and smile and... It's like, just let me be a chud. Let me sit down at an Excel spreadsheet and do my job. Let me be a lonely chud like I want to be. But no, this world was designed to spite us. One of us, I hate pretending to be normal. Yeah, it's horrible. It is a full-time job. So now imagine this. Our lives were expected to study. We're expected to socialize. We're expected to work. We're expected to do side hustles now because the economy sucks. All this stuff, like, just being a normal person's a full-time job. But you have to do all those things while being a real human being. It's horrible. I mean, a fake human being. If I was allowed to be a real human being, I'd be unemployed, but it's fine. Yeah, let me pop out my 3DS on my break. I don't want any of y'all making some snide remarks or some rude comments. Let me flip open the 3DS and do my thing. Let me cook. Otis Lamar says, haha, y'all some gooners for real. You know what? You know what? Maybe we are. We are the lost generation of America. We are surrounded by pornography. We have, like, our only escape of this cruel world that isn't literally destroying our brains is Pokemon X and Y for the Nintendo 3DS. Anyway, speaking of Pokemon X and Y for the Nintendo 3DS, we've also got Harry, our Delphox, Allison, our trusty Absol, Pebble, who is burned, but is literally the GOAT. Taking scalps, baby. Barry B. Benson, the Beedrill. You gotta love him. And, of course, the man behind the slaughter himself. Bill. We got some great Pokemon up in this. Let's heal up a little bit. But, let's see what we got. Yeah, Barry. Yeah, the team is looking good. The team... Could you ask for a better team? I don't think so. These are just goat after goat after goat. Delphox might be the one sneak, but we'll let it slide. We will let it slide. I don't envy those who decide to just abandon everything and live in the wilderness for real, dude. If that was economical, if I could feasibly do that. Give me a 6-car garage, a track. Yeah, now I'm asking for too much. Give me a log cabin. Just give me a log cabin. I'll be fine. I immediately was like, give me a Lamborghini. No, it's fine. It's okay. The Kalos region. I'm sure it's going to be okay. You two are amazing after all. I know you can stop them. But anyways, if you guys did not tune in yesterday, we are currently underneath Geosense Town, underneath the ultimate weapon. Not underneath it, to the side of it. I think we're about to go underneath it. Regardless, important stuff is happening. We're dealing with a track. I know, maybe that's a little too much, okay? But, like, if you gave me infinite time, like, infinite free time, and an excavator, okay? I could make a track. I totally could. I could make a track, and then I could drive my cars on them, and I would never have to interact with anyone else on the track. I would never have to go to a gas. I'd still have to go to also build a gas station. But now, yeah. You know what? Maybe I do like living in the suburbs. So, yeah. Dude, a cabin in a Ford Bronco. Do some nice off-roading, some camping. It's gonna be nice, dude. Yeah, just give me, yeah, fully charged 3DS. Good battery. We're chilling, dog. Yes, Alexander is correct. We look dressed up like we're Team Flare, but that's because we're about to aid them in the destruction of the planet. Or are we? Our plans haven't succeeded just yet. We cannot afford any careless mistakes. Who's got that flare? Team Flare. Yeah, we've got that flare. Team Flare. Let's go. The cheer girl, she is loyal. She doesn't care what happens. She's there. She has literally been in every single interaction with Team Flare from, like, the beginning. I cannot believe it. Anyways. Who we got? Houndoom and Scrafty. I forget who's our lead again. Bubbles? Yeah. We're chilling. We're chilling. Yeah, freaking Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide out here. He knows what the world's like. He saw all his friends go to that island. He probably went on that island. And now he's like, the world must end. The world must end. Do you think that is part of, like... Do you think everyone's thought about that? Like, anyone who went to that island, and we all know what island I'm talking about. Did it ever occur to them that, like, nuclear war could salvage their reputation? Has that ever been seriously weighed? Because if you have enough money, you could probably sway some people into doing some stuff. I'm talking world leaders. I'm talking you got Mr. Worldwide money. Like a big producer. You could slide basically all of your net worth to, like, a prime minister somewhere or to the president and be like, hey, nuclear war? Hello? It could work. I don't know if anyone's weighed that option, but I think it's possible. Imagine that. It's not like a religious war or anything. The world doesn't end because of some religious thing. It doesn't end because of money or because of land disputes. The world ends because someone just went to Diddy Island and did not want to get caught. Like that might be, actually, if we look at human nature, that might be a more realistic possibility than anything else I just said. But anyways, Lysander's like the sun to us. He represents our hope. Am I stupid? Am I supposed to know what this word is? Am I supposed to know what this word is? What are we doing? All right. We're getting so close. I can literally smell it. Who's got that flare? Yes. We worried about an uncertain future, but Lysander showed us how to get to his certain future. Look, they're all buying in. They're giving up on their own future for his. Anyways, we have to... I act like I care what she said. I act like I care what she said, which I don't because it's Serena, but at the same time, I do wish I was able to catch that. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. We'll keep going. Ooh, look at this door. Look at this beautiful door. What's Shauna doing here? It's an electronic lock. What should we do? This might help. It's a device that helps you when you're stuck on a puzzle. Clement gave it to me. An electronic lock and a puzzle are the same sort of thing, right? Ta-da, the lock opened. Oh, and the device actually broke. Convenient. Well, you know what? Now, here's the thing, too. No, here's the thing. I'm not going to let that slide. I don't care that Shauna's involved. I don't care. Okay, whatever. Couldn't we have gotten a side... Couldn't we have gotten, like, a side story of something with Clement so we could get that interaction so then we could use the electronic puzzle lock thing? And it's like a whole thing. Like, couldn't we do that to build Clement as a character? Maybe? Like, why did that have to happen off screen? What if it's like, oh, we got to go to the power plant factory and develop some sort of whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, she finally does something useful, but at the same time, Alexander, at the same time, this could have been way better. Think about it. Now, I know that's not being fair. Because everyone could always go, in hindsight, out after the game's released and be like, well, why didn't they do this? Well, why didn't they do this? Now, we know there's, like, budget constraints with the Terra leak and all that stuff. But, like, still, it's like, imagine a power plant side quest with Clement. Where we have to, I don't know, develop this lock puzzle thing. And he's like, oh, I'll give you this. and then you have it, and then you get to this point, and then Serena's like, oh, how do we do this? Anyways, whatever. The legendary Pokemon's inside. You guys ready for this? Ooh. Samuel Williams, maybe in another timeline. The one where Pokemon Z existed, we could have had that. I know, right? It would have been awesome. Pokemon Z is the biggest hypothetical. Like, it is awesome. Like, Pokemon Z might be even more. Like, do you guys know Final Fantasy Versus 13? You guys know that? If you haven't heard of it, it's basically what became Final Fantasy 15, but it was like completely different. It's developed by the same guy who is making Kingdom Hearts. And it's the biggest what if ever. The game never actually happened. Versus 13 was going to be completely different from 15. We didn't actually ever get it. And everyone thinks it's the greatest game ever made. Everyone's convinced Versus 13 is the greatest game ever made. It has never been released. We have seen nothing outside of maybe the first hour of the game in cutscenes and trailers. And then, like, them running out in, I don't know, in a field. Like, that's all we saw. It's the biggest potential, man. Pokemon Z is literally that. It's like, it could have been awesome. But yeah, dude, Xerneas with Power Urban Geomancy. It must happen. Look, yeah, see, Suicune Club. And here's the thing. I will always say this. Because my older sister was the Versus 13. She loved it. That's how I know about it, because she would talk about it. It's like, look. And driving around in the limo with all... Yeah, so here's the thing. Versus 13 is all aura and hype moment trailers, okay? It never happened. I don't think they got past, like, the first city, like, Lucis. I don't think they got past the beginning at all. Like, genuinely, like, we don't know how good 13 would have been. Now, looking at the cast, looking at who was leading the charge, I don't know if Nomura would have ever gotten the game out, judging by how many delays it needed, but he is a GOAT, so it probably would have been good. But, like, yeah, everyone, like, my older sister's always like, that Versus 13, what could have been? Imagine. And it's like, that's the thing about, you know, hypotheticals, you know, it could always be better. So, maybe my judgments on the Clement thing is a little too harsh, but yeah. I thought Nomura was taking off Versus 13 Project No, and that's how he got 15. Yep, that's exactly it. They took Nomura off. He was low-key taken way too long. And then Tabata, I think that's his name, Tabata, I don't know how to say it. He took over. He was the guy that directed Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core as well. Which, you know, you either like it or you don't, you know, whatever. But, like, I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 is a great game. I low-key want to make a video on it. But I'm a Pokemon. I'm confined to this prison of this. Anyways, just kidding. I'm just kidding. If I wanted to do a 15, I could. Final Fantasy 15 video, I could. It's goated. It's a goated game. Overhated. But I understand the state it was in when it came out. Like, when it first came out. So, first impressions mean a lot. But anyways. Yes, I love Final Fantasy 15 riding about with the boys in the dirt. Dude, for real. 15's so Kino. Oh my gosh. We're in the deepest part of the headquarters. It's... Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be Mickey. It's somehow hard to breathe in here. Hey, is that thing that looks like a tree the legendary Pokemon? It doesn't look like it's alive, but... Oh! Horde of those people. Wow, that's none of your business, kids. The ultimate weapon has taken 99% of the legendary Pokemon's energy. Dude, this is like that scene from Megamind, dude. We're absorbing energy from the sun. It's warming up, sir. The sun is warming up. The legendary Pokemon is warming up. But just to make double sure nothing goes wrong, let's take these runts out. No, I hate being chased. That man. That man. I do not trust that man. That man should not be near her. But it's a... whatever. That looked wild. FLYBOY, you take care of these things here. Did she say things or thugs? Because either way, that's savage. I'll protect Shauna. Make sure to take care of those runts that ran away. I should have expected as much from kids who made it clear down here. It was a pretty simple tactic, but it managed to split us up. That girl's pretty good. So you really think you can beat us? Yeah. 100%. Get Pebble out here. Oh! Unfortunately, the scalps today will be half off. Get it? The scalps today will be half off. Anyways, let's get going. Anyways, I forgot to read that. I did a Pokemon moment. Oh! It's gonna be in the video. It's gonna be in the video. Alright, Shoddy, let's take it out. Let's take it out. Notice how the higher-ups are wearing flaming hot colors and their skin heads. Yeah, the guys are they're being they're trying to be subtle about it. They're like, let's put them in Hugo Boss and all the guys shave their heads. Nice. I don't know what you could be alluding to here, but looks great. Thank you, Samuel and Hala. Thank you. I really thought that was good. Like, genuinely, I thought that was great. And Pebble, of course, doing what Pebble does best. Dude, I think leftovers on Pebble. Dude, Manectric, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is easy. Come on, baby. Dude, Team Flare has aura. I hate to say it. As I've played through this again, these guys have aura. And, yeah, hold on. You don't even try to understand Lysander and all that he suffers for. I guarantee that line she said was actually important. Now, after that line. One person's pleasure is another person's pain, right? Maybe. I don't think it's a zero-sum game. I want to punch Woobats, and we're back into the thick of it. Alexander Ellis finally went... Alright. I just have to get it out. I want to genocide the Woobats. End them all. Ethnically cleanse the Woobats from Glimmering Cave. Immediately. Was it Glimmering Cave? Are they in there? Or what's the other one? Reflection Cave, I guess? Whatever. Anyways, taking all of the money and stuff for ourselves will make a world where Team Flare is happy. I'm sure it will, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, look at him. Bald. Hugo Boss. Hey, do you have a chest tattoo? You got a chest tattoo, Mr. Worldwide? Incinerate Woobats. What are we doing here? Earth Power. Earth Power is just the way to go. Dude, I cannot work. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. There we go. There we go. Dude, I can't wait for Earthquake. Dude, Flygon is like the perfect typing. And I know people might go, well, Garchomp's also that type and it's better. Look, Garchomp's great. And I'm never gonna slander Garchomp, okay? That will never happen under my watch. But he is not him, okay? Garchomp's great, love him, but he's not Flygon. Flygon is literally perfection. You take Pokemon, you're like, how do I design a Pokemon and make it good? Make it appealing. And Ken Sugimori said, wait, I got you. And he draws this. That's what he did. It was brilliant. Are you trying to stop Team Flare from obtaining happiness? What a vile person you are. Look, I'm on your side, pal. Okay. Not having a ton of money is really real. Is this not real? Is this not real? Does having money sucks, okay? It sucks because all it is an obligation. That money is going to end up somewhere. Now, some people might say, well, it doesn't have to end up somewhere. You could save it. You could do the little Dave Ramsey. Well, do you have $1,000 emergency baby fund? Okay. Well, do you have 3 to 6 months income as an emergency bailout savings account? Okay, well, are you being generous? And you could do your whole Dave Ramsey impression. I've heard it all before, okay? But if I have money, it's going to be spent. Because what's the point? What is the point of having money nowadays? What are you saving for? What could you save for? Not just what are you saving for, because maybe you could save for a couple months and get something. But what are you saving for long term? What, having to pay a copay when you break your leg on accident. Like, that's genuinely what this country's come to. You're not saving for a house. Forget that. You'll never own a house. Saving for a down payment? That's literally impossible for, I think, about 90% of the country. The average home buyer is like 60 years old, okay? Like, you're not buying a house. So when people are like, why aren't you saving money? Blah, 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 blah. For what? If I didn't drink a Monster every day, okay? If I skipped the Monster, instead pocket that cash every day, I'm getting about $2.30. Oops. $2.30 a day. Let me do some quick math. Over a year, $2.30 a day. That's $800 in a year. What could I do with $800 in a year? Well, if you invested $800 a year, what? You'll have 40 grand when you're 85? I know how compounding interest works. I don't want to be a millionaire when I'm 85. I want to be... I want to have a stable income when I'm in my 20s. Screw being a millionaire at 85. Who thinks that's a good idea? Well, I finally got my money up, and all my joints don't work, and my brain doesn't work, and I can't remember the names of my loved ones. Oh, thank goodness I have this $1 million here. Thank goodness I didn't drink coffee or have Monsters every morning. Ridiculous. Anyways, this guy's right. Not having a ton of money is stressful. If you guys think we'll let you join Team Flare after all this, you've got another... a typo in my Pokemon game. Can you believe this crap? A typo in my Pokemon game? This is ridiculous. You got another... You've got 3 years left. Yeah, before you're... Are you turning 30? Is that it? Are you out of your 20s? Or you got 3 years left before... Dude, that might be a little ominous. That sounds scary, actually. Dude, 2013 localizers, dude. What were they freaking doing? Here we go. Dude, I should have healed up Pebble. Pebble's got this. Pebble's freaking got this. We're gonna get the rock slides off. You're gonna be a millionaire at 85. Dude. Yeah, exactly. Then you'll die. I didn't even mention that part. You're right. You've got 3 years left to live after you've got your $1 million. What could you even spend that on? Well, I bought a nice car. Okay. Why not just go into debt and buy a nice car now while you're 20 and could have fun in it? Nothing's worse than being a geriatric in a freaking Corvette. You gotta get the automatic because you can't even shift gears correctly anymore. You got arthritis in your wrist. Like, there is no upside to doing the whole Dave Ramsey thing. Not in this economy. Not in this economy. You're just trying to benefit from our success, aren't you? I don't know how we're benefiting here. Like, I would join. Lysander's only going to save Team Flare because we're the only ones who are truly worried about the future. So now that's another thing, like, how Lysander's selecting. If people are spending this money, maybe he's assuming that's like a baseline, like they care about the future. They're willing to give up the money now for the sake of a better future. Maybe that shows they have enough stake. Regardless, that will be in the video. Some deliberation on his motivations and such, and why he does what he does. Or goat. What am I looking for? There we go. We need some more earth powers, baby. When I'm old, I'm literally just going to game until it's over for real, dude. Give me a PS2 with a hard drive with all the PS2 games in the world on it. I'm going to be playing Need for Speed Most Wanted and freaking Ace Combat 4 and freaking Kingdom Hearts till I die, okay? That's what's going to happen. The ultimate weapon is stealing the legendary Pokemon's power. Yep. Yep. Yes, it is. All right. Now, there's a lot more trainer battles than I thought. What's up, Angry Dad Gamer? The party can now start. Yes, indeed. We're about to get to the ultimate climax of this game. It's going to be great. Lysander's going to aura farm. We're going to have nice talks about what possibly, like, could be the reason why he would do this type of stuff. We know, but, like, he's going to give us his monologue, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. Taking all of the legendary Pokemon's life force is an unfortunate necessity to realize our goals. Now, that begs the question, do the ends always justify the means? Ooh. We're in your Philosophy 101 class. Contact Lysander. Call for reinforcements. Dude, we're gonna hit the climax on Cool and Berries? For real, dude, what the flip? Where are they at? Where are they at, dog? Ah! Dude, look at us. Dude, we are Team Flare. Look at us. Something happened. That's not just a Team Flare battle. Look at this. Dude. Look at us. We look like a young Lysander, low-key. That's kind of fire. Okay, you know what? The schizophrenics on Twitter saying every Pokemon design looks like an X or Y. Like every Mega Evolution. They're like, how could you know Xerneas is an X if there wasn't an X next to his name? It's got X pupils. Hello? Obviously that was intentional. Anyways, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think every Mega is designed to be an X or Y shape. Xerneas is 9'10". Put him on the freaking Lakers immediately. Now, I could do the whole, like, oh, we're going to try and catch it in a ball. And no. Okay. We're going to capture Xerneas in a Master Ball. Like we should. Ooh. Put Xerneas on the Lakers immediately. We need to stop Wemby. Put him on the Lakers. Look at that beauty. Legends say it can share eternal life. It slept for 1,000 years in the form of a tree before its revival. 9'10". That's some like Yao Ming stuff. Heard Anthony Davis might get traded to the Raptors. Dude, Anthony Davis just getting passed around the league at this point. We're going to call him AD. We're going to call him AD. Or just A. I thought that was the shift button. Okay, A, the Xerneas. Thank you. Should we... Now, here's the thing about legendaries, and this is something Smith Plays cooks on when he talked about the legendaries. I love my team too much. I don't want to put this imposter on my team. This sus imposter on my team. What a relief. Now they can't use the ultimate weapon. You're amazing, Big F. A legendary Pokemon wanted to be your friend like that. It's unbelievable. What a startling development. I never would have thought you were really a chosen one. He saw you put the little hat on. He's like, you're a chosen one? Like me? So this is the mighty Xerneas. I expected more from a Pokemon called a legend. You desire help from people? You need help from a human? What's going on with that outfit? Is that really you, Lysander? Oh, whatever. Big F already beat you. What are you doing here? For me, victory. Why is Shauna here? Anyways, for me, victory is using the ultimate weapon. In order to do that, I need to reclaim the legendary Pokemon's power and send it to that weapon once again. I'll be taking the legendary Pokemon back now. This time, I won't lose. I too shall use the Mega Ring and Mega Stone that you researched during your travels. One last time. Aura. Holy aura, dude! Look at him! Look at him! This is freaking awesome! How could you hate this? How could you go, oh, Team Flare, look! Is this not baller? Is this not freaking awesome? My goodness! My goodness! Like, I don't know how you can hate on this. Like, genuinely. And I'm a hater of, you know, I'm a hater. But, like, my goodness. Dude, Scotty Barnes and AD gonna go crazy. That's so real. Xerneas solos Lysander? Well, we're just gonna have to figure it out. We're just gonna have to find out how to beat him anyways. Yeah, like, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this aura. So true. Alexander Ellis, Lysander 7 feet tall. We're building a whole basketball team just with this game alone. We're just gonna Earth Power. We're gonna let Pebbles cook a little bit. Yeah, high jump kick me. Whatever. Ooh. Okay. Harry, and pray he misses. He looks like Inspector Gadget had a baby with a carrot top. Hey! You could say that, but you can't... Okay, oh my gosh. And you can say that, but he still looks cool. He passes the aura test, okay? If I did not know Inspector Gadget was a thing... Come on. Lysander and X and Y, this world needs to be better. Lysander and ZA, this world must be protected. True, dog. True, dog. Dude, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to finish that game and be able to, see the L arc. I think it'll be dope. I'm sure it'll be similar to AZ's, because, you know. They both did very similar things. You're too nervous to eat berries? Well, look. I'd be too. I'd be too. Is there any version of Pokemon Platinum with good quality sound? I'm assuming you're like a modern, like, rearrangement. I guess the closest you got's Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But, like, I like the sound. I like the sound font from the DS games. I think the DS has a great sound chip. Very underrated. Well, it's probably properly rated. People like it, people who don't. Dude, let's freaking go. That's a stacked team. Dude, cool hat. He's missing out on his cool hat. Here we go. Honchkrow. Look at this. Dude, isn't Honchkrow aura? Let's get some flinches out of this bad boy. Oh! That's what I like to see, baby! Pebble said... Who must go? Pebble must go? Yeah. Yeah, no, he said Honchkrow's gotta leave. Alright. It's time for Lucario. Lucario's gotta go band for band with Gyarados. Alright. Alright. Dude, in this background, I didn't even notice. This is fire. This is fire, dude. Like, look. The one thing I don't like is how they made players chibi looking in BDSP. Yeah, BDSP, I genuinely don't see it as an upgrade over Diamond and Pearl. It's actually, I think it's not even a side grade from Platinum. In terms of aesthetics, anything really. Mold Breaker. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Gyarados! Oh! Dude, Lysander cooks! Lysander cooks, dog! That was actually fire! Unfortunately. Pebble is here. And he's not here to lose, okay? I don't know your base speed. Frankly, I don't want to know your base speed because it's probably going to be faster than Flygon's. But you're okay, bro. But I can promise you this. Gyarados will go down. In this Dragon Breath, he will go down. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go. Pebble. Pebble was sharpening her knife. She was sitting in the back. She was chilling in her nest ball. Sharpening the knife. Shing, shing, shing. She was ready. One of us. Lysander's one of us. Oh my gosh. Dude. I can't believe it. Is this real? Chat, is this real? Oh my gosh. Look at Lysander. This is the most human a villain has felt in Pokemon ever. I've never felt more heard by a... You're okay, girl. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We'll leave this up for a sec. We're back. You don't like the DS and GBA? Bruh. What? What? I recommend Platinum. Platinum's one of the greatest games of all time. One of the greatest games of all time. Yeah, like Platinum... Like, if they made a Platinum remake, then maybe you could justify it. But, like, I can't get over this GIF. Oh, my goodness. This is freaking awesome, dude. But, yeah, Platinum's the way to go. Anyways, look... Sorry, my dog. Are you okay? Anyways, you don't want to hear the... Look, you're going to have to. You can turn the volume down. You can always turn the volume down. But that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best experience. Fools with no vision will continue to be fell. This beautiful... Dude, holy chud. Holy chud, dude. Holy chud. Who wrote this dialogue? Like... The West has fallen ass villain right here. They will go on until the only thing left to do is squabble over the remaining scraps of hope. Oh, brother. Whoa, that was a more fierce... I don't like that victory pose. Can we go back to the... You know, like that is unnerving, almost. Regardless, I'm being picky. Yeah, Platinum's de facto. Sinnoh. 100%. Know what I think? Even if there's only a little bit of something, it's still best to share it. Even when you managed to use Mega Evolution, that's because Gyarados shared its power with you, didn't it? See, now here's something. This is explicit. Now, I know Cyrus has a Crobat, but I will not concede the point where people think he treated Pokemon nicely. Cyrus was a psychopath. He manipulated his close comrades. He manipulated all of humanity, essentially. He lies. Cyrus is a bad person. So I don't think his Crobat was true friendship. So when people read that into it, I'm kind of like, I don't believe that. But here, she's kind of actually saying it in-game. The legendary Pokemon is gone, so you can't use the ultimate weapon anymore, right? You don't have to worry about the future all by yourself. I think everyone should work together to make a better, beautiful world. If that were possible, all wars would have ended long ago. I can only see one future. One where selfish, foolish humans think about nothing other than themselves and steal more and more from one another. It's a tragic future. He probably traded for that Crobat anyways. True. Facts. Cyrus the GOAT, he is the GOAT, though. The original purpose of this device was to bring a Pokemon back to life. But the ancient king transformed it into this ultimate weapon. When the legendary Pokemon awakened, it took back much of its energy, its power, that had been sent to the ultimate weapon. There is not much power left, but there is enough to use it once. FLYBOY, Sycamore's pupils. Let us live forever. That's right, I shall grant you eternal life. I'll give you the pain of endless waiting. I'll give you the pain of endlessly waiting for a beautiful world. I can't read! I can't read! This is such a cool moment to finally be built. FLYBOY, FLYBOY, shut up! Let's get out of here! Alright, alright. Look, Fun Dog. You gotta cope. You gotta deal with the DS audio. It's okay. You could play music on YouTube while you play it. That's also a thing you can do. If you release your starter Pokemon, you just gotta start over. Because it's over. It's over for you. Like Lysander. It's over for him. Dude, this is actually insane. Like, is this the true ending? Like, I know in Pokemon Y, he's like, we're all gonna kill... Why is your voice acting so good? What if I told you I was a freelance voice actor for a week? Would you believe me? It wasn't professional work, but it was work. But thank you, Alexander. Even if you're being ironic. I appreciate it. Ooh, low-key that music playing, that Geosun music playing after is very... It's a somber song. I like it. No, that's good. That's good. Dude. This is good. Yes. Whoa, that's sick. Yeah, exactly. Like that. You can't really... I mean, you could do it on the DS. Because Black and White 2 and Black and White do stuff like that. But that's something that's just beautiful. It didn't need insanely good graphics. It didn't need to look super realistic. But they used these beautiful effects. It just was lovely. And it really showed the scale of what Lysander was really trying to do. Without, like, destroying everything, obviously. Like, I think this might be the true ending, though, considering ZA, right? Because he is eternal like AZ. But I know it's like, isn't it said that Zygarde's the one who cursed him to be eternal? Regardless, I feel like this might be an even more horrifying ending. Not considering ZA, that he actually gets out and whatever. But if you can just consider it here, where this is the end of Lysander's life. X's ending might be more, like, insane. Like, almost crazy, like not evil per se, but sinister than Y's. Because Y, it's like, oh, this machine's gonna kill us all. Then he dies, right? He has, even if you are a sinner, even if you are evil, the release of death is something. Obviously, it could be... You could be going to a worse place after him. For Lysander, he would be. But, at the same time... You're fine, girl. At the same time... Living forever under rubble is low-key crazy. Low-key crazy. Yeah, immortality is the worst superpower. It has to be. You just watch everyone you know and love die, and then... You just keep going. It's horrible. Oh my goodness, I'll be right back. You're okay. Something's going on. There's got to be someone. Maybe there's someone visiting. I don't know what's up. Anyways. Oh, yep. And then that's how it's got to be. BDSP. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. Just because of the fact that it's just the DS games again. But, like, it's not even upgraded aesthetically. So kind of just like, you know, at least Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you could say like they tried to enhance it in some sort of ways, but regardless, I'm so glad you're all safe. I really respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you. We're all fine. Are you guys okay, Tierno? Why are they here? Why are they here? It keeps getting worse. Oh, okay. Never mind. Fine, Tierno. Whatever. Whatever. Do some trade evo. Dude, we got Otis and Fundog doing trade evos in the chat. Dude, we are the GTS. The GTS, bye. We don't need the GTS. The FLYBOY chat, though, that's the GTS now. We worked together to save the Pokemon connected to the stones of Route 10. I mostly left battling with Team Flare to Cena and Dexio, though. Is it Cena or Cena? I don't care. Cena and Dexio you speak of, we're the masked heroes. Don't worry about it, Tierno. We were all doing the best we could to stop Team Flare's plans. Alexander Ellis hates trade Evos? What Evos do you like? You hate friendship Evos? You hate trade Evos? I know what kind of Evos you like. You like Waterstone Evos, don't you? Me too. But I'm just saying. Like, you could be honest. You could be honest. I love Waterstone Evos too. Oh, we have a little bit of news for you all. We managed to destroy the machine in Lysander's lab that was spying on people's holocaster transmissions. So we won't have to deal with Team Flare anymore? Now I can go back to filling up my Pokédex. Shut up! Trevor, shut the frick up! Why does it have to be about your stupid Pokédex, huh? This is what I'm talking about. This game does not... There is no payoff to reading. None. What has Trevor... What has Trevor done? He's talked about his Pokédex in every interaction we've had. That's it. Whatever. My goodness. Like we just had a peak moment. Like, peak Lysander literally shoots off the ultimate weapon. Well, what about my Pokédex? Yeah, make it about yourself, please. We can go back to our... Oh my gosh. Thank you, Big F. I have so much respect for you as a friend. It's because I respect you that I want to beat you in a battle as your rival. I really mean it. Yeah, alright. Alright. A long, long time ago. A very long time ago. Got Unk. Dude, Trevor, please shut up for once. I agree. The man made an ultimate weapon. Using it required the life force of many Pokemon. The Pokemon granted eternal life learned this. Who wrote this? Genuinely. Anyways. The resurrected eternal Pokemon left the man's side. The man was surprised and sad. He had revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed, but they were never to meet. Eventually he became a mere shell of a man. A man condemned to wander forever by the light of the weapon. And a Pokemon that also wanders eternally. Where is it now? What do I have to do to meet it? He got drip, low-key. He got drip, though. Dude, how sad, Doug. Like, I understand, like, it's... But at the same time, you are a mass murderer. But at the same time, I do believe in repentance. But at the same time, that's a big feat. At the same time, you didn't really help us much, but it's fine. I'm not too bothered. It's a video game. The story. And it is pretty beautiful. His little Floette. It's sort of like, you know... I can't even think of it, but you know, love, and I know this isn't romantic love because it's Pokemon, but I guess it's to the same degree. People do crazy stuff for love, you know what I mean? This is like the ultimate sort of logical conclusion of what that means. I'll do anything for you. What does that actually mean? I will genocide the earth for you. Now, I pray love like that never reaches me, because... Bad news bears. We're loveless incels, okay? All of us, we're all chuds, okay? Stone Evos are fine with me. Hey, me and you, bro. Me and you, brother. We're on that. Do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you face to face. Let's meet in Corway Town. Is that backwards or is that forwards? Because that's going to piss me off. We'll check. Because if he's like, oh, I know you just came to this town that the game told you to, but please go to a town... before it. Okay, we haven't been there yet. Never mind. Okay, I almost got upset. I'm not upset. I'm not trying to find problems with this game. I promised. I promise. Ugh. I got so much freaking burp energy right now. Dude, I ate. Y'all ever just eat nothing all day? And then you eat like a whole pizza? all at once. Does that ever happen to you guys? That's all I've eaten today. My parents gave me a frozen pizza. They sent me home with a frozen pizza last weekend. I popped that bad boy in the oven, and I just feasted on that thing. It was like 3,000 calories, I'm sure. But it's like, that's all I'm going to eat today. It's a good diet. If you ask me, it's a good diet. Because pizza, you got bread, cheese, meat, vegetables, technically. Like, what's more to ask? What's there more to ask for? I don't have the patience for friendship evos. I get that. That's what save editors are for, my friend. Because I also don't have that patience. At least not when I need footage, okay? Speaking of footage, I have no storage space. I'm running out quickly. I have like 4 drives on my computer, but they're like small. I've got a terabyte NVMe drive, 2 250 gigabyte SSDs I got like 8 years ago, and then a 2 terabyte hard drive. And then my last 1 terabyte hard drive, it failed. It doesn't work anymore. And I got another 1 terabyte hard drive my dad lent to me, thank goodness. I think that's where I'm going to store my archives. It's an old hard drive, but like, dude, I am running out of storage. It's not good to live the life you want. It's not good. I agree. It's not good to live the life you want. It's good to live the life you want, but not if it's troubling other folk. That's what we call selfish, that is true. The road up ahead is all riddled with tunnels from a horde of Durant. Kevin Durant on the Rockets, bro. Took forever to fix. But I guess we're just doing what they love. They're just doing what they love. Nah, actually, get the Heatmores out, okay? Well, the Durant, they didn't mean to destroy your infrastructure. Get the Heatmores out immediately. I don't want to see another Durant ever again. Okay? I'm with Lysander on this one. Is this Route 1? Again? Roads of rock, roads of steel, here we walk, happy we feel. Cook, brother. Dude, look at this. Look at this. We have cut. We can actually do a cute little side quest here. Isn't that wonderful? Ooh, a citrus berry? Catfished me. It's fine. PP up. Hey! Hey, let's go. The rock is coming? Oh. Thanks for reminding me, by the way, by saying that. Hold on. No, hold on. I'll do it after. I'll do it after we get to the next town. But I need to get Rock Smash. You just reminded me. Oh, no. The rock slide, dude. Whoa. Sycamore's challenging us, right? Is that... Dude. Isn't that what he's doing here? Do we meet up here? Nope. Rare candy. Okay, let's go. Dude, doesn't it kind of feel weird, though? Like, this is what I never liked about Pokemon, except for Black and White. That's the only game that's done it, ever. Well, maybe Scarlet and Violet does this, too. The Mr. Cool Hat. You missed it. You missed peak. You missed peak. There's not... I would have waited for you. I genuinely would have. But the show must go on. The show must go on. You're locked in on Civ. Dude. Hey, look. Civ 5 or Civ 6. If you say anything before those two, then I don't know. But, like... Cook, brother. Cook. Civilization. We'll take it. We'll take it. But you missed... You missed Civ 6. Alright. Alright. Dude. Lysander. Not Lysander. Lysander's gay boyfriend, Sycamore. I have to apologize to you about Lysander. I'm very sorry for the trouble he caused. And I'd also like to thank you. I'm sincerely grateful for what you did. For all of the Pokemon and the people of this world. And by stopping Team Flare, you also saved Lysander. I always knew that he desired a beautiful world. And maybe someday the population of people and Pokemon will actually increase to where resources become very scarce. If someone acts out of greed in such a world, surely some will go without. If all living beings keep acting that way, there will be nothing left at all in the end. Why? There won't even be anything left to steal, will there? But what I really wanted was for him to put his ego aside and lead everything to greater everything to greater heights. I never had this discussion with him, though, so I'm partially responsible for this. Yes, you are. Well, enough of that. FLYBOY, I want you and your Pokemon to take everything you learned from your journey and hit me with your very best shot. Ugh. Oh, playing with your roomie, too. That's solid, dude. Nice. That's some fun stuff. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Flygon gonna take some scalps? I think so. Now. Okay, this is what we have Fly for, right? He's not gonna do anything like kill us. Oh, no. We're going to get an extra leftovers turn in there. What the flip was that? What the flip was that? Why did Petal Dance do so much? But curious to see the take on shit like the Lysander machine. Yes, dude. I love it, okay? People can call it goofy, but he has aura. He has aura. Like that. Even when I was a kid, I kind of was like, on it. But like, I thought it was freaking cool. I think it shows he was serious. It has aura. Like, literally the music with that imagery was aura. You can't beat that. The fiery background. Ground is weak to grass. Yeah, but like, it was neutral damage. Don't you think it should have done less? I feel like I got robbed there. All right. We're going to let Berry cook. Why not? It's a water type. No more trade evolutions, just single stage Pokemon from here on. Absol, Emolga, Giratina. Ooh. Dude, that team, bro. No respect, but like, bruh. Like, no, wasn't the Pokemon trading card game basically that for like a while? It was just basic Pokemon. Like, no one used evolutions. Because, like, why would you? When, like... Because the whole meta was V Pokemon were basic Pokemon, so you didn't need to evolve them. Oh. Whoops. And then you also had like GX, like all these things were basic, so yeah. Also, I'm having a Mega's pretty interesting considering he was willing to wipe out all Pokemon. It was Stab, okay, yeah. Petal Dance is powerful. I'm just like, that did way too much. And you need bonds for Megas. Got to make up for missing it with brainstorming thoughts. No, that's exactly it. We talked a little bit about that. I contrast it with Cyrus's Crobat. Because Cyrus's Crobat, people always bring it up as like trying to find depth somewhere where I don't think there is. Like, Cyrus lies to his whole team. He lies to his close ones. And so obviously he's a psychopath. He could get a Crobat somehow. He could get his hands on a Crobat without friendship. But here... it's not just that he has a Mega and you need a bond for Megas, right? But Shauna explicitly states that, too. So it's not just like a headcanon where people are like, well, he has a Mega, that might just mean this, right? Because a lot of the times they just have him for the sake of having him. Cyrus is a Crobat because Crobat looks evil and Cyrus is evil. That's probably the furthest they thought about it, or the farthest they've gone thinking about it. But Shauna actually talks about him having a Mega and it requiring bonds. And Lysander cries when he talks about Pokemon having to go. Obviously, he loves Pokemon. He obviously does. And that shows that he's deeper than just a two-dimensional character. He has motivations, he has priorities, and unfortunately for Pokemon, let's say, while he prioritizes Pokemon a lot, maybe even to a higher degree than other human beings, he values a beautiful, ordered world more. He values not having the haves and have not more. And unfortunately, as much as he loved Pokemon, that would have to go to achieve his ultimate goal. So Lysander's very interesting. I actually like his character a lot. I like the writing a lot. So it's very different than Ooh! Yes! Dude, I got excited, dude. I got way too excited for that. Dragon Claw on Flygon is a staple. It is a staple. Dragon Claw, Earthquake, come on. Oh. You love to see it. You love to see it. Charizard. If there was ever a scalp that needed to be scalped, It's this one, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, Pebble is so good. She is so beautiful. Kiss her on the forehead. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Alexander. Rock slide. Rock slide on that hoe. Ding. You are really something. You and your Pokemon have... Okay, just... I didn't want to read that anyways. Whatever. Look at us. We're baby Lysander. Yeah, I'll rewatch the VOD to get the best glimpse from what I did see in past streams. He was stronger than I remember. The strength you found is simply marvelous, and you truly love and trust your Pokemon. FLYBOY, a treasure of mine is hidden in this town. If you'd like it, try to find it. Well, I'll be off then. I have many preparations I must tend to. I have a little surprise planned for all of you to thank you for fighting Team Flare and saving Kalos. Isn't there a Mega Stone somewhere, right? There's a Mega Stone somewhere around here. Isn't it up that waterfall? I don't got waterfall, though. Ooh, U-turn. U-turn. Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah. The story of Magikarp. Are you familiar with the Pokemon abilities that keep Pokemon from fleeing from battles? Those abilities don't work on Ghost-type Pokemon. Is that true? Does Shadow Tag not even work on Ghost-types? Is that true? I did not know that. I want to be loved. Do you have a Pokemon that uses Nuzzle? We do, actually. I'm going to try that. There's cute things that happen in this game. Look, you guys are supposed to be my encyclopedia of knowledge. Look, I'm supposed to be the one that doesn't know anything. I don't even know, like... Hold on. We're going to have to get Pikachu for a second. Sorry, We'll be right back. Well, we're just getting Pikachu. It's got Nuzzle. We got to see what this kid wants. Okay. Dude, all of us. None of us are making it. None of us are making it in Pokemon Champions or whatever that new game's called. We're too cooked. Look, I'm actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. You guys did not waste any gray matter on whether a ghost type could escape from a shadow tag Pokemon or not. You guys kept that gray matter for something much more important, I'm sure. Just like I did. So instead of memorizing that, I could memorize, like, stupid engine names and stuff. I want to be loved. Do you have a Pokemon that uses Nuzzle? Yes, I do. Please use it. Okay. For a revive. That's it? That's it? A group of crows are murders, dude. A murder of crows. Dude, that's badass. Whoever thought of that? That's insane. It's freaking awesome, dude. Don't you love us? That just sounds awesome. Don't some words just sound murder? Murder of crows. That shouldn't make sense, but it does. It just does. Dude, here's what I'm saying. I want to put Flamethrower on Flygon, but I can't justify it because I already have it on Delphox. But what if we just got rid of Delphox for Noibat? What if we just did that? That'd be freaking hilarious. How about Corway Town's famous fresh water? Sure. Dude, we're getting... This is the second time I bought that. I bought... Okay. A murder of Honchkrow, bro. A group of crows... Dude, a group of Honchkrow. A murder of cool hats. Think about that. A murder of cool hats. Yeah, W ever coined that. Dude, look, I won't say they're overrated. I will say they are fairly rated. However, I do think the visceral reaction people have if you box a starter is a little weird. Genuinely. I think it's a little weird when people are like, when you find out, like those, you know, the Instagram Reels or TikToks where it's like, when you find out your homeboy boxed their starter. It's like, yeah, well, sometimes there is a grass type, a water type, and a fire type I want to use. And, like, I don't want to have Blaziken and Camerupt, or I don't want to have Sceptile and Breloom, or I don't want to have Swampert. Actually, I do want Swampert. You could give me Gyarados, I still want Swampert. So, that doesn't count. There are exceptions, but it's like, I think it's fine to box a starter. It's totally fine. But I wouldn't call him overrated, but like, yeah. A murder of cool hats. Dude, for real. That's goated. Aren't I genius? Come on. Come on. Speaking of grass and water types, like, how often do you just skip using a Ludicolo in the Hoenn games just because you already have a water or grass type? It's a little crazy. Yeah, like, especially if you played Pokemon a lot, I understand. You miss out on so many Pokemon just because you already have that type coverage. And it's hard to justify with HM users and slots, like only 6 slots, like 100%. I have a soft spot for Cinderace due to being my starter pick in my first Sword Run. Exactly, and that's your first Pokemon. And that's the thing, like, your first starter, it will define you, okay? My first starter ever was a Mudkip. First ever. Absolute first ever was Mudkip on a counterfeit Pokemon Ruby cartridge. I don't know how we didn't connect the dots, okay? I was a naive kid. But my first Pokemon game was actually counterfeit Ruby. Like, the copy of Ruby I have today is not the same one I had as a kid. I don't know where I could find that one. But it was one of those gray cartridges. Like, old counterfeits. Nowadays, they try to at least get away with making it look real. Mine was a gray cartridge. So my sister had Emerald, and that was legit. This green cartridge. My brother had Sapphire, this beautiful blue cartridge. I had Ruby, this stupid gray cartridge. And it was counterfeit, and my saves would always corrupt. So at least what that did, and it's a little sad, because I don't have a lot of my Pokemon. There's a few in Pokemon Bank that I still have. But I don't know where the rest of my Pokemon went. Like, I checked my Pokemon Sun save file. I checked my Y save file, my Omega Ruby save file. I don't have them. They're just kind of sitting in Pokemon Bank, like maybe 6 or 7 of them. About 6 or 7 of my Pokemon are still around. So I don't, like, a lot of people have like, oh, I have all these Pokemon from all my playthroughs. But because I had my counterfeit Ruby that saves always corrupted, I always play Pokemon where I always start new save files, and I always do this. It's only recently where I've built forever save files, like on my Emerald game or on my Black 2 game. It's only recently I've started to do forever save files, which is kind of sad because I miss out on a lot of my childhood stuff I did, but like, whatever. Like that Genesect I got from the Black and White 2 event when it first dropped. I don't know where it is. It's probably gone. Off to the void. It's sad, frankly. But yeah. My first was Mudkip 2. Yeah, an Emerald one of those? Dude, those are the OG counterfeits. Come on. Dude, Mudkip's the GOAT. My first starter was Froakian X, but Oshawtt's been a special place. This might be my second. Hey, second's good too. Like, I am a Blastoise kid because of Fire Red. You know? My Pokemon encounters were always weird jumbled names too. Bro. 6 or 7. My Cinderace was never boxed except when I had to get Urshifu. Dude. Had to be done. That's kind of goated, actually. Like, you're so stubborn. You're like, no, it's my starters. See, that's the thing, too. I like that, too. You're so committed to the starter being in your party. You're just like, I'll never box it, even if I have to. Okay. Time for a Pokemon battle is what, from me, is what the me from 10 seconds ago. Now that's clever. That's clever. We'll give it a pass to the localization team. We'll give them a pass. What are your guys' thoughts on Pumpkaboo? I kind of liked it. I don't know why. When it came out, I kind of liked it. It's kind of cool to get little cute seasonal Pokemon. Like that on a Halloween shirt looks good. So maybe that's why they did it, so they could sell more Halloween merch. But yeah, see, Cool Hat, I have a very similar opinion. Like when I was a kid even, I liked it. It was good. But again, yeah, I would never use it. I would never use it, or Pumpgeist or whatever the other one is. Dude, level 100 and still had Blaze. That's the OG. Dude, Blaze, I will be honest. You forget about those abilities. Torrent, Blaze, Overgrow. Until it's so clutch. it feels like your starter's doing that thing that they do in the new games where they're like, your Pokemon loves you too much to die, so it didn't die. Like that, our version of that back in the day was when you forgot about Blaze, your Torchic had like 5 HP left or 3 HP left, and it knocks off like a high-powered Ember, and you're like, whoa, that was awesome. That's what makes Pokemon for me. Dude, Suicune Club, me and you with our counterfeit Gen 3 games. That was the way to do it. Like, and that's the thing is, like, I don't even blame my parents for giving me a counterfeit one, because how could they know? They just knew I liked red, and Ruby had red Pokemon. Groudon. There's hordes of fully evolved Pokemon. This feels wrong. Okay, if there was 5 Intimidates, I was going to go crazy. We can't get Earthquake soon enough, dog. That would have been so fun to just Earthquake through. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh! Barry. Dude, I liked Golisopod when I first played Sun and Moon. Like, I did the whole Wimpod thing. Like, I low-key liked it. A lot, actually. Oh, Barry's dead. Barry's freaking dead, guys. I liked it a lot. Like, especially its, like, special move, First Impression. That's freaking awesome. With Emergency Exit, how it'd, like, work together. Like, you would use First Impression after it, like, and then it sends you out, and then you come back in, and then use First Impression. I don't know. I thought it was freaking awesome. This child must be destroyed. Her and her fairies. Dude, I genuinely have nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing. Dude, we need to work out some movesets, because I feel like there's too many holes. I need at least one electric or grass type move. And I'm going to add Noivern, and it's like we still don't have coverage for water types. Besides just, like, brute forcing a Bone Rush on a Azumarill. Like, I know Barry could help here, but still. Golisopod's my little bro's favorite, and it's way more accessible than Hydreigon, so I've gained respect for in our countless Sun and Moon battles. Dude, respect. Respect to freaking Golisopod. What happened? Did I miss? What? Bullet Punch is a good idea. Dude. Yeah, we're going back to the drawing board with this team. There's too many holes. I don't like it. Look, even here, it's like, what can I even do? Just high-powered surfs, dog. The freaking Kinder Surprise egg. For real. Dude, those were so freaking good, dude, when I was a kid. Aroma. Dude, we just need Barry. Frick it, we're reviving Barry. We're doing it live. Actually, we'll just surf. It's boosted by the rain. Dude, Pubbles is so caked up right now. You just tanked that. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Dude. I'm still thinking about freaking Lysander. We're just back to business as usual, but that was awesome. And I was saying earlier, Black and White ended the game when N left. It was a satisfying ending. Getsis lost. N felt like there was hope for his future. And the game ends. It goes, and the big music plays. And it's like, awesome. The big music that, similar to the emotional music that plays during Bianca's scenes, is getting overplayed by, like, Nuzlocke channels as background music, and it's just, like, kind of corny now. But anyways, it's fine. It's fine. See if I care. Dude, this is, this team is going to need some work. It is going to look different before we take on the league. Unfortunately, we've got some stipulations that I won't budge from. Basically, the only two that I'm willing to give up are Delphox and Bill. But Bill is actually very useful, so it's just going to be Delphox, actually. Because Bill, if we gave it a Steel-type move, would actually be... He'd actually be goated. But right now, I'm just being lazy. Lysandre really should have been the end, especially because you'd get to fight Malva again in Team Flare's desperate last stand. See, that would be awesome. Like, imagine, like, having to confront Malva during this type of stuff. Every interaction we have with her is very retrospective, obviously, because it happens after. But she's more of, like, upset that you interfered. But only, like, subtly. So you never really get to have a real confrontation with Malva. And now she was playing cover for Team Flare. We battle. Yeah, we do. I saw this bridge and I immediately thought of these dinguses. Okay. Okay. This song's a banger, though. Like, that's the thing, okay? They make you hate the trainers. They make you hate these stupid idiots. And then it's like, okay, but this is a banger, though. Bummy teams and banger music. You better get used to it, pal. It's pretty much what Pokemon is after this. I forgot. No, I didn't forget. Why do you have a fairy type move? You're not a fairy type. I was like, no, dragon hit. Whatever. I'm building a new team, dog. Or, not a new team. We just need a better moveset. This moveset sucks, and it's my fault. I haven't really been paying attention. Ooh. Okay. F it. F it. F it. Why not? This isn't going to be his moveset, okay? We're going to work it out. Frick it. Goodra. That's actually low-key a good Pokemon. For her. We're going to Swords Dance it up, and we're just going to close combat her next two Pokemon. Dude, Mega Lucario's so freaking good. Oh, I forgot about Earthquake. That's fine. Close combat's literally ending you. See ya, Goodra. See ya. Dude. Dude. Freaking Chestnut. Dude, Pebble would have cooked here. It's fine. We'll use our starter. Harry. This might be Harry's last chance to ever show anything. Because he's getting removed. The second we find that Noibat, he's getting removed. What's wrong with you, Shauna? Seed Bomb, really? Ooh, see? I didn't use a physical move. I knew she was going to use Spiky Shield. I swear your movesets look like you made them when you were high. Okay. Look, the way I play Pokemon doesn't translate to a live stream, okay? Because this is what I do. What I'll do is... And I know. That means off stream I should be doing this, but I'm too lazy. How I play Pokemon is I literally gather every possible level up move that could possibly be useful or something that I would want, and ignore putting TMs on it until I finally decide, okay, this is the moveset it's going to be, and then I slot in the TMs. So, it looks like Aura Sphere, Close Combat, Calm Mind, Swords Dance. What are you freaking doing? Well, half of me is deliberating, do I make this a special set and keep Calm Mind, and then use Aura Sphere, and like Shadow Ball, or in something else? Or... in Flash Cannon or something. Does Lucario get Flash Cannon? Or do I do a physical set with Swords Dance, keep Close Combat as a nuke, use Bullet Punch, and then maybe throw in Iron Head or Earthquake or something? Like, that's why maybe to an outsider, it looks like the stupidest movesets possible. And frankly, they are. They are stupid movesets. But, see, even here, I'm kind of like, But it's like Sunny Day's good, Will-O-Wisp's good, Flamethrow's good, Psychic's good. I'm okay with that moveset, but Harry's getting deleted, so... it doesn't even matter. Battles with friends are really, really exciting. Dude, baby Lysander, dude. That reminded me of our battle in Aquacord Town. That was the first time for both of us to battle with our Pokemon. Hello, Big F. Hi, Shauna. I got worried when you said, these fools. I was hoping maybe I would only have to see one at a time. Like, maybe it was a daily event where this bridge summons them. Maybe that's a thing. But I was hoping maybe it would just be Shauna. But it's fine. Oh. Do I not get to heal? What the flip? What the flip, guys? Do I not get to heal? That's fine. Holy. Chill. Chill. Wow. Ugh. Hey, look, Barry could do something. This could be clutch for Barry. Barry could actually, like, be useful here. Come on. You gotta deal big damage here, Barry. I believe in you. Okay. As long as he doesn't have Aqua Jet. Okay. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Oh! We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. So, poison resists bug, but poison does not resist poison. Therefore, poison jab super effective. Poison resists bug and poison. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Dude, if I ever had to do a battle that mattered, like a Nuzlocke or something, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. It's weird, but I don't get that down when I lose to you. Dude, Life Orb, Adaptability, Porygon Z, dude. That Tri-Attack gonna go crazy. That Tri-Attack gonna go crazy. Wow, Tierney asking someone to battle. What's up with that? Geocinch Town made me think. If Big Hef hadn't been there, I wouldn't be dancing now, that's for sure. That made me want to get to know Big F better, and I thought a battle would be the best way to do that. It's kind of selfish of me, I guess. It's also a way of thanking him. Do we ever get to see our wife, Flare Grunt, again? Dude, I don't think so. Dude, I low-key think she dipped. That's my headcanon. My headcanon is she dipped, and she's somewhere out there, and I'm trying to find her, and my journey up to this point feels meaningless without her. Like, all of it was in vain. That maybe, just maybe, she would have been spared by Lysander, and we could have lived happily ever after in his beautiful paradise. But now she's out there in the mountains, and I can't find her. And I look every single day, praying for the female grunt to appear once more. The one that made me feel good. Made me feel good inside. She inspired me. But alas, it will never be. Our beautiful Team Flare Grunt will always be nothing more than a what if. Like Pokemon Z. It's almost poetic. Almost. Anyways. Look, I literally want to be talking about anything besides these freaks. I understand the minds are hard, blah, 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 blah. Dude, Hyper Beam Porygon Z. Dude, stab Hyper Beam. That's crazy. That's brazy, dude. That's risky, but brazy. She would have been the best girlfriend. I know it. Dude, real. We're chuds, okay? We don't deserve to, like, have love in our lives. Frankly, I don't want it. But I can make an exception. Dude, get your coconut. Dude, this is Coconut Head. Remember that guy? From Ned's Declassified? Whatever his name was. The Coconut Head guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Dude, Trevor, you would have been better off not healing my team because now you've got Pebble out front. Fully healed. And Pebble's not taking, you know, oh, frick you. Barry, get out here. Dude, I low-key wore this hoodie because I thought maybe we could get to the league today. That's not happening. Get out of here, dog. Barry's back. Dude, Barry's been back. Barry B. Benson's back. He's hitting dingers like he's Barry Bonds. All right, Bubbles. Let's have you cook. Slow play, but I F with it. Yeah. Look, look, if you were here for a speed run, you would watch a speed run. If you're here for a speed run, you would go watch a speed runner. They exist. There's plenty of them. I don't know how many are doing X and Y speed runs, frankly, but they exist, I'm sure. It's like, we're here to hear the schizoid rants about, like, the stupidest stuff. What did I even start the stream? I ranted at the beginning of the stream. I can't remember what. Oh, group projects. Yeah. Just us being antisocial freaks. WYSANDRE, dude. That might have to be the title. Mr. Cool Hat. You better copyright WYSANDRE right now, because that's going to be the title when the VOD's uploaded. Look, click for Pokemon Stay for the autism. Look, the tism. We're here for the tism, okay? Whether you guys like it or not, you're here for the tism. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are. Bubbles will look good in a cute and maid outfit. It's true. It's just true. It's just true. There is still so much I don't know. Do I just not have what it takes? Nope. No, you don't, pal. You don't. I'm speaking right into the mic so y'all get your ears destroyed. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard you worry about being weak or strong before, Trevor. You seem a lot bolder than you used to be. Is it because you went on a journey? Or maybe it's thanks to blah, 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 blah. Ugh. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Dude, I'm about to... That better be the end. I know we'll see Serena again. I don't mind. But that better be the end. Because, my goodness. What do we got here? You've got to turn every frustrating defeat into motivation and grow stronger. Oh, really? Is that the end of the bozos? Finally, the end of an era. It is finally time for the golden age of X and Y. Nothing like a white monster. Nothing like a white monster. Kid needs to spend more time playing outdoors. It's not good to be indoors all the time. Shut up, lady. I've been outside twice today for like 5 minutes. Literally just to give my dog some short walks. That's literally it. And we're going to go out after the stream. We're going to go outside again. Take my dog for a walk. My dog, if it weren't for my dog, I would not go outside. And school. You know what I mean. Like, I still have things I need to do. But, like, I would literally never go outside if it weren't for my dog. Like, for fun. Or my car. But here's the problem. Driving a BMW sounds great. It sounds awesome. Until, and it's an old one, until it starts to snow. Now it sucks. I got to drive my not pickup truck, my fat SUV. And I love it. I love my SUV. But, like, it's also old. But it's just, like, driving's enjoyable when you have a fun car. Now, it's like I won't go outside at all. Once the winter time comes, it's freaking cold. W touch grass, dog? Yeah, my dog is the only reason I ever touch grass. The only reason. And it's just like, you know. But like, what is there out there anymore? You know? I'm an adult. Like, when you were a kid, going outside was the coolest thing ever. Like, genuinely, it felt like paradise. Even in the suburbs. Like, you would go outside and you would do F all, right? You would just get on your bike and ride around aimlessly. You would freaking play games with the neighborhood kids. You would climb trees. You would throw a ball around. You know? I rode my bike aimlessly all the time as a kid. I would just ride it to ride it, frankly. I was a fat kid. I wasn't like a healthy kid. It was just fun to do. But I'm an adult now. If I get on a... I'm sorry. I'm shaking the freaking camera. I'm an adult now. If I have to go outside, there has to be purpose. Or else I look like a loiterer. I look like a bum. I look like I'm up to no good. Because I'm an adult. So if I'm on a bike, I got to put on the spandex suit and look like I'm training for a triathlon. If I want to climb a tree, forget that. I can't do that anymore. I want to throw a ball around. For what? So it's like the only reason I go outside with a purpose, besides going to school, getting gas, getting groceries, is literally just to walk my dog. It's not even for me. So it's just like, yeah, climbing a tree, you know? My ideal life is cozy home and walks playing Pokemon Go at night. Look, perfect. And that's the thing, too. If you want to go outside and just be outside, it has to be at night now. Because then, you know, at least you looking like a bum, you looking like a freak, it's fitting. And there's no one else awake to judge. Everyone else who's awake and outside at that time is just as much as a delinquent and you know, just as much as a delinquent as you. They have no place to judge. But you're out at 3 p.m. walking a dog. It's like, what are you doing? I feel like I'm unemployed. That's what it feels like. You go outside doing anything. It's horrible. Simpler times. Yeah, being a kid was something. It was so good. It was something else. You'll never get it again. And it's sad, of course, but I think that's a great thing too, is we can remember it, you know? God blessed us with our brains. We have so much storage in our brain. We can play back these memories, but it's just like outside used to mean so much more because of our childlike wonder. Because even if we did look like bums as a kid, do you think we were self-conscious enough to care? Yeah. What were we doing again? Pokemon? Yeah. Speaking of kids, do we just waltz right into the gym? Take it on? Before the anti-homeless benches were installed, we had these. Yeah, I did not give a flip about looking fat and dumb back then. Dude, for real. I know. And I was fat. I genuinely was not self-conscious about being fat at all as a kid. Which was actually crazy. Because I was fat and ugly. So I don't know how that didn't get to me. Oh yeah, the Winding Woods. We have to do that side quest. But like, cause nowadays, like, I was fat like 3 years ago as an adult, right? And it took a toll on me mentally, dude. At the same time, I also tried to not think about it, so I didn't, like, really see myself as fat. It was, like, reverse body dysmorphia. But, like, now it's just, like, I could not ever... Like, if I ever catch myself eating too much, I literally get depressive. Genuinely. Because now I'm too self-conscious, and I'm willing to admit that. I'm willing to admit that. I'm self-conscious. I don't think there's anyone, like, really, truly... Because, like, you know how it kind of takes sociopathic behavior or tendencies to truly be like, I don't give a rat's ass about what anyone thinks about me. I don't care about this. We all say that because, guess what? That sounds cool. In concept, that's, like, the coolest thing you could be. But in practice, it's like, no, we're all self-conscious to a degree. Some of us more than others, but, you know, it happens. Man, I get too distracted to eat a bunch now, and I hate buying food. And yeah, dude, the distracted to eat part's real. If I'm doing something, I genuinely don't think of eating. If I'm working, studying, going to class, I don't think about eating. These things also carry me hard. Like, genuinely. When parents filled the fridge with good shit, it was hard not to eat it all. Dude, facts. And that's the thing, too, is when I go back home now, like, I visit my parents on the weekends. I'll be there tomorrow. They have so much food in the house. I can't stop. Like, I have to eat it. Like, that's how it feels. It's just like, ooh. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. How do you not get fat living with your parents? Because I noticed I got thin because I lived away. So what I do really is I really live on like 700 to 1,000 calories Monday through Friday. And I get home Saturday, Sunday, and I'm pounding 400,000 calories a day. It's just like... But yeah, it's like, I don't know how you can live with your parents and be thin, dude. It's hard, dude. It takes so much more self-control than when you have to buy your own food. Because then you're like, oh, I'm hungry, but I didn't buy groceries, but I don't want to go out. And then you just don't eat. So yeah, for some reason, Crobatlurm's Brave Bird. That's Aura. That's like on the same level as Staraptor knowing close combat. That's freaking Aura, dude. Impossible. I'd never be able to stay thin. Dude, me too. I've plateaued in my weight. Fun fact. You know, do I find an old picture of me? Do I find an old picture of me from 3 years ago? I might have to. But man, I'll tell you what. I was fat. Like, so fat. Where? There it is. There it is. And we're not using that as a thumbnail. We're not using that as a thumbnail. But I was such a fat idiot. I was... So right now I'm 200 and... No, not right now. Right now I'm 170 pounds. Back in the day, 265. I hover between 160 and 170. Back in the day, I was 250 pounds 3 years ago. 250 pounds. That's what it was. I literally weighed almost 100 pounds more than I do right now. It was, it did not feel good. My joints hurt. I look fat. Okay. Dude, I'm just so fat. What is... Those are my legs. I look like I'm obese. I can't. I won't show it. Let me just tell you right now. Let me just tell you right now. I was just really big. We'll leave it at that. But 250 pounds. And it sucked. And look. Sometimes you can be fat and have aura. And I think that's real. Like, I'm thinking Tony Soprano type stuff. But... Unfortunately for me, I carry my weight to where I don't become sort of like round and cool. I carry my weight where I sort of become lumpy. You know what I mean? Lumpy. That's what I become. I don't become round and cool. I become lumpy and lame. It's horrible. A murder of cool hats, dude. Let's freaking go. Are you 7 feet tall? Yeah. I'm 250 pounds. Here's my neck and... no double chin. Unless I really try. But yeah. It's, yeah, bro's Grimer. I literally feel like Grimer when I'm fat. So that's why I kind of, like, made it a vow. Like, I'm sticking at this weight. Like, you can't make me gain more than another 10 pounds, you know? Because even then, I start to feel it in my face. I feel my jowls. I feel my jowls start to juggle. I eat too much in a single week, and I can feel my love handles start to jiggle. Flygon's such a... Oh, Simon, I forgot to read this. Hold on. Flygon's such a great design. I'm not going to lie. Megas did not need to exist. All Game Freak had to do is buff their Pokemon. That could be facts, but I also agree. Flygon might be one of my favorite designs ever. In fact, sorry to Zekrom, but Flygon might be in my top 5 instead of you. Sorry. It might have... That might be it. It's sad to say. I know I told you all my top 5 Pokemon, but I low-key forgot about Flygon. And Flygon's definitely the top. Hello, Unk. This is one of Ramos's goons, isn't it? You know what place this is? Welcome to Pokemon Village. I didn't read that, whatever. Most of the Pokemon here are runaways, escaped from bad people who did awful things to them. It's a shame how many heartless trainers who can't bother to care for their Pokemon are out there. Some of these Pokemon, though, some of them are just too strong, and they found they didn't really have a place in the outside world. So they came here. I see. Your Pokemon seem to think highly of you. You've had some good times together, haven't you? Hey! You all can come out now. This one's alright. We still need to see your favorite from every type. True. It does have to be done. Sometimes I get worried. Well, guess what? I know, Mr. Cruel Hat. The missed potential is absolutely insane. And these games are the what-if games, the potential games. What if Pokemon Z was a thing? Games. Like, where was this? Sometimes I get worried and come here to check on everyone. Oh, excuse my manners. We haven't even had a proper introduction yet. The name's Wolfric. I'm usually over at the gym in Snowbell City, since I'm a gym leader and all. Let me guess, you want to challenge me? Yes, Unk. I'm taking out the last of Ramos's goons. I thought so. Sorry to inconvenience you like this. I'll be waiting for you back at the gym then. Before you come by, I think it would do you good to spend some time here with the Pokemon. Okay. Okay, Unk. Bwaff. Bwaff. Both. Oh, the Pokemon has something in its mouth. Choppleberry. Pretty Wing. G-Chirp. There's some cool Pokemon here. I take that back. Why'd you make me look like a liar, Pokemon? There's some cool Pokemon here. Ah, here's some freaking mushrooms. Pokemon Gamer's like, really? There's cool here's your freaking mushrooms. Here. Fwaff. Poof. Shrooms. Sus shrooms. What are we doing? I wanted cool Pokemon, okay? But in the meta, Amoonguss is actually a really good Pokemon because of its ability and the ability to use Spore. I don't care. Give me Aura. I don't care. We're done. We're done. Okay. Amoonguss. Amoonguss. We're done. Okay. So. Mewtwo. Sus Among Us. Sus Among Us. Among Us. Well. Ah, that's the wrong town. Y'all see that? Did anything weird happen on the screen? I didn't see that. Alexander Ellis, you're a sussy baka. You are a sussy baka. We need Rock Smash. There's nothing I like more than smashing rocks in Pokemon. Nothing. You know, some people, they tell you, like, sorry if this is too loud. Some people are like, I hate HMs, I hate HMs. First off, it's not even a freaking TM. Second off, like, I mean, first off, it's not even an HM. Second off, it's freaking awesome. It's like Power Up Punch, but slightly, actually a lot worse. And third off, frick you. Okay, I like HMs. Sue me. Sue me. Where's the move relearner? There he is. 2020 was 5 years ago. Amogus was 5 years ago. Amogus is in kindergarten, guys. Amogus is in kindergarten. Can you guys freaking believe that? I forgot to save. So here's another save. And I'm not saving for any particular reason. You didn't hear that. Nothing's happening. There's nothing sus happening in the background here. I did not save because, you know, oh, I'm going to put in a bunch of heart scales so I can... Look, you can get heart scales. You can get heart scales by just rock smashing, okay? It's not like I'm going to be like, oh, you're cheating so much. It's like, no, okay? It's not cheating to give yourself heart scales, all right? It's not. Not even close. I wouldn't say so, because I could just get an infinite amount if I really wanted to. Do I have one already? No, I don't think so. No, I don't. So, we're going to get heart scales, and we're going to have an infinite amount of them, and it's going to be okay. All right. Nothing sus happened, okay? Nothing sus among us happened. Got it? If any of you say anything about this, I will find you, okay? I will find you. I will do unspeakable things to you. Pause. Not like that, though. Dude, I keep shaking my leg and it's shaking my tripod and it's shaking the screen. Is this the move reminder? You're the move deleter. Not yet. Once I get Noivern, we're going to forget Fly. Yes. This is what we're here for, okay? You guys will finally be okay with my team. But this is what I'm talking about. But I already have two. I'm going to have 2 dragon types. It's not going to be worth it. Where is, where the flip? Where's Bullet Punch? Is that an egg move? Is that an egg move? How dare you guys get my hopes up like that? Bullet Punch is an egg move. We're getting extreme speed, though. Okay, we'll make it a physical attacker. Nice. I think just because it gets adaptability as a Mega, we're better off just keeping Bullet Punch on it, frankly. Or not Bullet Punch, Power Up Punch over Swords Dance. Because that at least can get some chip damage out before. So I think we'll rock with Power Up Punch instead of Swords Dance. And instead of Aura Sphere, I'm still deliberating. Like, I want Iron Head, but I don't know if it gets Iron Head again. No, it doesn't look like it. Gets Flash Cannon. Gets Shadow Claw. Stone Edge. Now that'd be a good one. Rock Slide. I just want a good steel move, and it doesn't get it. It's a little ridiculous if you ask me. It gets Metal Claw, but... You know, how good's that going to be? Stab, maybe. And it's not like Steel's a super good, like, offensive move. Maybe, you know what? Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that. We'll give it Metal Claw just to give coverage. I know Aura Sphere's Aura, but too many fighting moves. He's not as useful. I thought he got Iron Head. I feel stupid. Look, Metal Claw has its aura moments. Metal Sound doesn't do anything. Yeah, we'll do Metal Claw. I hope this moveset pleases you guys more than the last one. I think it looks lame still, but I forgot how bad maybe Bill just might not be on the team. Maybe he just won't be on the team. Let's see what else. I'm just trying to see what other moves our Pokemon have. Like, Allison's got to have something, right? Perish Song. Ooh, Wolfie strats. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good to have coverage. Especially when it's Stab, Steel. You know, that covers fairies. And it doesn't... Mega Lucario's ability boosts Stab moves. So it's good, I think. Pebble, I'm really thinking it's just going to be Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, and whatever else. Yeah, there's nothing here. Dude, Wolfie wants Chimecho to get Perish Song. Dude. That'd go fire. Yeah, make Chimecho good. Please. Dude, because that's what I hate, is like an Emerald. Okay, the old Hoenn games, y'all remember this. Chimecho was... literally, when I first did my first Hoenn completed Pokédex on Emerald, the last Pokemon I got, and everyone will know this, is Chimecho. Because of how hard it is to get. It is such a hard Pokemon to get in the Hoenn games. Because like a 1% encounter rate on Mount Pyre. And it's like... I just, like... It's not good enough to justify how rare it is. Like, if Chimecho was actually good, like, if it was, like, Metagross Light, like, imagine that. Like, Metagross Light. If that's what it was. Like, it was your Metagross you were able to get before the league. It would have been perfect. It would have been absolutely perfect. But instead, we get another mid-Psychic type. And, you know, if you're not Gardevoir, if you're not Alakazam, no one's going to use you. Because, or Espeon, there's really no point. So, that's that, you know. We're going to check out the boutique. You knew it was going to happen? Or did you? Get Perish Song by Wolfie and Incineroar? Dude, for real. Ooh. I'm low-key liking these pants. These camo pants, though. Dude, the beige chinos. Think about it. Okay. I think the Team Flare fit's coming off. Because we had that blue fit earlier, and I really liked how that looked. There's that. Aqua down jacket. We could do these beige chinos for real. Frick. And then we have these. No, that works. And then that. Like, come on. That's a good look. That's a good look. Barius, welcome in. Dude, what's up? Like the fit? What's up? No, better late than never. Dude, I'm glad you could tune in. Dude, even if you could only watch the stream. Look, freaking awesome. Good to see you, brother. Good to see ya. Look, see, it's a Friday, okay? You think we're going to be on our best behavior on a Friday? You think we're going to be on time for things on a Friday? Fridays are for being late. It's the last day of the week, okay? Dude, Barius and Cool Hat. You guys, that's what's crazy. But here's the thing. That's how you know you guys are real ones. You guys watched the whole build-up. You missed Lysander. And now you're here to catch mid, and you're having a great time the whole way through. It's like that's real behavior. And we acting up. It's a Friday, dude. Fridays are the best. Like, I know having weeks insinuates the fact that we're gonna have Mondays, right? Well, whatever. But it also means we're gonna get Fridays. And what would the good be without the bad? You know what I mean? What are we doing? Okay. I mean, it's an ice gym. Bill's gonna cook. That's just how it's gonna be. They call me the queen of the ice ring. Bruh. Bruh. Ooh, peak Pokemon. No, and you know what? Power-up punch is kind of good because you get a situation like this where you're just like, oh, if I breathe on this thing with a fighting type move, it's going to die. And now I have basically a Moxie boost for the next Pokemon that comes out. Which is going to be a Cloyster. And it's like, oh, it's the last Pokemon in the battle. So I'm just going to throw a close combat out and call it quits. There we go. For real, yup. Is it crazy to say Tuesdays are worse than Mondays because it's when the fact you go through everything again kicks in? Yeah, I won't disagree. And maybe I'm skewed by the fact that my Mondays are really light. Like, all I really do on Mondays is we have one class and then I stream and go to work, right? So I have half the work I have to do Monday through Thursday. But yeah, I could see that. Tuesdays when it really, like, it settles in. You're like, man, we're cooked. We have to do this every day. That's what it feels like. Wolfric is genuine trash. This puzzle is terrible. Aren't you glad we're doing this instead of, like, important stuff or whatever? See? Metal Claw? That could come in clutch. Come on. Come on. Is the Metal Claw not a good choice here? I think that's a pretty solid move. Nah. Or St. Lucario's like, hey, bud. Hey, look, I know you're Mamoswine. Look. But just to be safe, we're gonna Mega and we're gonna crush you. Puzzle's so bad that FLYBOY's gonna have an easy time with this. Hey. That's just how it is. You know? Look, I can't help it. My brain, it doesn't... Look, I see a Pokemon puzzle, I freeze. I go, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But thank you. At least I know I'm not going to be struggling. Let me guess. I move it until it connects me with the middle path. Right? And then I go to the yellow part. And then I connect it till it connects me to the green path. You guys said this would be easy. You guys said this would be easy. Oh, I need to connect the pink one. Ah. Don't. You guys better not say a freaking word, okay? Oh, wait. Yes, no, we're fine. Better not say a word. How was the Lysander fight, though? Did Barry solo? Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We'll just say he soloed. Barry soloed that. What? Okay. Okay, I'm crashing out. Okay. So, no. The pink one and the middle one have to connect. There we go. Look at us. Look at me. I like to cool down and clear my head with refreshing chilled dessert. Here, let me give you a taste. No, you did not lie. Dude. This puzzle's like for like absolute idiots. Like mouth drooling, just ignoramuses. And I'm just going, huh? Huh? I forgot to press what button? Yeah, this is cinema, right? You guys came to watch me click buttons over and over and over again. Dude, Mega Lucario's absolutely awesome. Bill's staying on the team. We're just gonna have to deal with our coverage issues somehow, some way. We'll cover. Ooh. Nice, nice. Dude, we get Moxie boost, caveman gameplay. We got Grug gameplay. Dude, I even got, like, the stubble. You know how I say I looked like shit on Wednesday? Because I didn't shave? I still haven't shaved. So, we're just rocking the homeless look, frankly. That's the way it's gonna be. Dude, we're like 10 levels over the level cap, I think. The press A gameplay. So I think what we have to do is it wants us to hit the yellow button first. Because here's the thing about Pokemon puzzles. If you just sort of do, okay, what's the thing that's the most out of the way? What if I do that first? And then usually you can solve the problem. Like, you never really have to think too hard. That's why I kind of look horrible doing these puzzles. Because instead of logically thinking through these things, I just go, what would be the most out of the way thing, most annoying thing I could do in this moment? Like, as a game developer, what would I do to piss the most people off? And then I just do that. And it eventually works. Wolfric used to be a mall Santa, but he got this job on... Like, he accidentally got this job. He's like, oh, I guess I'm a gym leader now. Instead of a Santa. Dude, anyone who's ever been Santa, they always smell weird. Remember that? As a kid, you always sit on Santa's lap. They all smelled weird. Well, okay, now that I think about it, it makes sense. I was going to flame him on, like, if you play Santa, you probably stink. But no, it's because that costume's been in a box since, I don't know, 365 days ago. So it kind of makes sense, but I'm not going to use logic here. If you ever dressed up as Santa, you stink. You stink. And I know one day I'm going to have to dress up as Santa. Because I'm going to have to be Santa for all my nieces and nephews. Because I'm going to be the bachelor uncle with no family. I'm going to be selected every time. Whatever. Hopefully our family just doesn't do that. What's your favorite location in Kalos? Dude, it's... If we're talking city... It's not that I'm struggling to pick a favorite, because it's more like I'm struggling to find one that actually stands out above the rest, because they're all pretty just good. Lumios, it's basic, but I think Lumios is a great location. If it can't be Lumios, then it has to be, what does it have to be? It's not Lumios. Anastar City's really cool. I actually do like that Corway town or whatever it's called with the waterfalls. That's probably one of the coolest aesthetically. So I'm going to go with that one. Corway town or whatever it is. Silage City, Pokemon Village, and Lumios. Yeah, they're good. Silage City's also really cool. I like the little dimension to it. Right here, we're just going to heal up. And we're probably just going to let Lucario cook. I was thinking maybe we'd use Harry, but... Yeah, it's... Barry's not going to do much that, Bill couldn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, Silage City has good music. It does. Alright, guys, you ready? We finally made it to the last gym leader. You know what? Ice is both extremely hard and terribly fragile at the same time. You know what that means? Depending on which Pokemon you choose and what moves they use, I could be your most challenging opponent yet. I promise you. Or a total pushover. True. But that's right. That's how it should be. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's get the show on the road. See, I gave up on the voice acting. I hate this, man. This guy looks ugly. It's freaking Obama snow. It's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, put the fries in the bag, Wolfric. Yeah, we're gonna crush this guy though. Look, we're gonna Mega Evolution. Metal Claw's gonna bring back the voice acting. Look at him. When we were farther away, I was like, yeah, this guy could have an old jolly voice. Now that we're up close, I'm like, this guy should never open his mouth ever again. Dude, fries. Dude, if I didn't have like a whole family-sized Detroit-style pizza in my stomach right now, I'd be so down for some fries. I'd be so down for some fries right now. Let's pop off some bullet punch or power-up punches. Dang! Oh, the crit, baby! The crit! Dude, we're loving it. Bill is he's the man behind the slaughter. At least in this gym. Avalug, Ava who? Ava what? Ava huh? Who's this? You ain't nothing, pal. Remember? Take a trip down memory road with me. Yeah, come on. Remember when we struggled on the first gym? The difficulty has gotten easier as the game's gone on. So much easier. It's disappointing. Alright. Outstanding! I'm as tough as an iceberg, but you smashed me through and through. Impressive! Your Pokemon fought with great courage. I can tell you've trained your Pokemon well. Thanks, Unc. The last Ramos adherent has been eliminated. The boomers are gone. We let that dragon girl in the Elite Four get a pass because she's bad, okay? She's a hot grandma. But the rest? Ramos's Legion is gone forever. As long as you have that, and any of all your Pokemon will surely look up to you and do their absolute best in battle. Let me give you this too. Okay. I'll take the Ice Beam. Dude, where do we get Flamethrower, dog? Being rigid can make you tough, but it will also render you fragile. You're better off being flexible. You know what I mean? Some people are fluid like water and can adapt to their environment without changing what's important on the inside. Not me, though. I guess I'm too stubborn. Yeah, boomer. Die. Go die in the retirement home, pal. Get beat by your caretakers, pal. Okay. Yeah, this puzzle's stupid looking. Whatever. Ugh. It's freaking Unk, dude. Now for the Elite Four, for real, dude. We're going to have a nice team. And you know what? I don't even really care about the Elite Four. I'm just excited to catch a single Pokemon. One. Just one Pokemon. I'm absolutely excited for. There's going to be Serena, isn't there, or something? There's a future champ I know and love. It looks like you're blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Am I right? And blah, 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 blah. Ho, ho, ho. You know what? You have all the gym badges, so blah, 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 Pokemon League, Battle the Elite Four, trust your Pokemon, love, friendship, kindness. Let's freaking rock and roll, guys. Let's rock and freaking roll. Yeah, Barry might be at a disadvantage. He's Kobe, though. He's got that Mamba mentality. Barry's like, yeah, so? We get to Deantha's Gardevoir. He has 14 X specials on, or X special defenses up. He's like, job's not finished. What's there to be happy about? Job's not finished. This gate is the entrance to Victory Road. Only Pokemon trainers who collected all 8 badges may pass. Your total number of badges is 1, 2, 3, 4. See how they didn't go all the way to 8? It's because Pokemon fans can't count to 8. Wow, you have all 8. Well then, allow me to test your abilities. Who are you? Get the frick out of my way. Fire type, steel type, water type, dragon type. How's Barry going to make it out of this? You'll see. I'm going to make Barry feature in every single one of these battles. I promise you. I will use Barry in every single one of these battles. I don't care. I don't care what it takes. Barry is taking down one of Malva's Pokemon. Barry is taking down one of that Night Dude's Pokemon. I missed. Barry is taking down one of the water types, I guess. That one's probably going to be a little bit more just brute force. He has a Crawdon, doesn't he? We can just do that. And then finally, he's going to take down a dragon. He's going to be the Dragon Slayer himself. Petal's coming out. So, yeah. It'll happen. Barry's... Look. We've gone this whole game. And what has Barry done to make you think he's not worthy? He's still here. Am I stubborn? Yes. Is that partially why he's still on the team? Possibly. But he hasn't shown me that he's not worthy to be on this team. He might be valuable even. What's a toxic spikes to a team? What's a double layer of toxic spikes to a team of 6? That's called a lot of freaking damage, if you ask me. That's what it's called. Orange, what's up? What is up? We're about to enter the victory road. It's quite exciting, if you ask me, because there's a special... Oh, this is your alt? I'm assuming this is Suicune Club, but I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. Barry's going to be goated against Gardevoir for real. That's the plan. Now, the problem is I totally forgot that Bug does not resist Psychic. But at the same time, Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir, unfortunately... Why is Mega Gardevoir so fast? You guys seen this? I don't know. We're gonna have to pop. Maybe. I've got a plan. No, I've got a plan. You guys will see, but I got a plan, and Barry is going to be able to take on Diantha's Gardevoir, and he's going to be able to win. Oh! Hey, what's up? Mr. Cool Hat. What's up? It still can't stop Barry. It's true. So she can run away from Barry's mind. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, I want 100 base speed so I can... Yeah. Why? Okay, but why does Gardevoir need 100 base speed? Mega Gardevoir. I don't get... Whatever. Freaking speed creep in this game, dude. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Fantastic. Please allow me to say it once more. Fantastic. May the road you and your Pokemon follow be filled with joy and success. Okay, that's Aura. This entrance is Aura. Insect versus woman-like species. True, I'm taking the bug. Women or insects? Sorry, women. Sorry, ladies. We're taking the bugs. Tell my group I'm 100% paying attention and working on the project. Yes. It's happening. The group. The group. We totally don't hate our group and despise being in group settings at all times and want to be alone playing Pokemon. We are focused. We are studying. We are good. We're goated. We're working on the project. That's what we're doing. This is like a character arc for you. Overcoming your fear of women by being Gardevoir. This is exactly how it should be, okay? We as incel chuds, we fear the woman. We fear women. When in reality, we should be deploying our bug slaves. Beedrill, Barry Bonds himself, to destroy women. Big women. Think about it. You've got big pharma, right? Everyone complains about the pharmaceutical industry. What about big women? Huh? You ever think about that? We have lived in fear for too long. We have lived under their boot for far too long. Big women must end. Barry Bonds, Barry B. Benson will bring justice, freedom. He will bring justice to our people. Can make a grown man cry. The thought of what Barry's going to do to that Gardevoir. I'm hyped. All we must do now. The plan has been set. The Lord has employed us to do his will. Okay, that might be a little sacrilege, but regardless. It is up to us to execute. We must choose. Barry is arthropod Tate. It's true. Look at this goat. Look at this goat. Freaking love it. Oh. Press A simulator has returned. We got hyped up for a little bit. We saw the victory road. We're like, dude, Barry's gonna take that Gardevoir. We're gonna save the universe. It's gonna be awesome. And then now we're just like, back to pressing A. Dude, a power-up punch. That means a freaking, okay, looks like... Okay, we can actually pop. This is great. Harry, you're not going to be on the team in like 2 seconds, so stop. Just get away. With him, we shall escape the Poke Tricks. The Matrix, led by Mega Gardevoir. It will be put down. Barry beats women. Dude, Barry does... We must preserve Barry's name. His reputation must stay afloat until we have total victory. Barry respects women. That's what he does. And here's what we'll do. We'll circle back on that one, okay, Barrius? We'll circle back on that one. Come back when we beat the Elite Four, and we can talk about what Barry does or does not do to women, particularly to Gardevoir or to any women. We'll go back to that one. But anyways, what I love about this is that we don't need to deal with encounters to get the Pokemon we want. We can just pop a Super Repel and be happy. Barry beats women. Benson versus Barry. B's respectful to women. Benson. One is his PR name. He uses when he's running for office. And the other is like the one he uses when he's like exiled from all like from everything. Oh, hold on. The Elite Four is Water, Fire, Steel, and Dragon. Other than Pebble, of course. How do we plan to beat Water? See, that's the problem I'm looking at here. And we've struggled with it all game, and I was hoping I could ignore it, but we do have a Water-type Elite Four member. We literally have nothing to counter, like, Water types. Okay, the one Pokemon I don't want to have the stupid move on him needs to have the stupid move on him. Okay. I hope you guys forgive me, but while we're doing this, I'm going to give... Look, I'll reteach a power-up punch, but yeah. Release the Barry files? No, I don't think we should, actually. Could we shut down the government, actually, instead? Is there a way we could do that instead? The 6-7 meme genuinely frustrates me. Dude, my professor was leaning into it hard the other day. Literally yesterday. I don't know why I said the other day. Like, he was like 6'7". I was like, dog, you're like 6. You're like 50. Oh! We might be fried. Please actually remember to do Rehab power up. Dude, I'm taking on the Elite Four and I'm just like rock smashing. Man, these Elite Four members. Hold on. We're just gonna brute force it. I know he could punch me and like block my shiz, but like we're just gonna brute force it. 6-7, so mid, but it's ingrained in my mind. Whenever I hear it now, I smirk. Dude, it's true. It's like you can't help but laugh, okay? As an early adopter of 6-7, it's fun. It was fun. Now it's super mainstream, so it's less fun. But yeah. Alexander Ellis says, we like smashing rocks. I agree. Did something happen? Did you guys notice anything? This game is great. I know it's the Elite Four and it's supposed to be a challenge and it's like whatever, but it's just like bruh. Brother. Alright. We're gonna need Waterfall too, aren't we? I know there's some good freaking TMs in this place. Huh, I wonder... Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach... Nope. I'm going to teach Vaporeon Waterfall. It's going to be temporary. Dude, Dialga used Roar of Time for real, dude. Yeah, that's what happened. Actually, we're going to... Ooh. We're going to give Ice Beam to Vaporeon. Or Bubbles. She's going to get Ice Beam instead of Aurora Beam. And just for now, I'll remember, I'm going to readjust these movesets before we take on the League, of course. But I'm going to give it Waterfall just so we have it. Dude, yeah, Cyrus is on our side. 100%. And we're just going to get rid of Acid Armor for now. Every time I use Acid Armor, it's just been when someone else was using Swords Dance, I've noticed. Because it's been Lysander's Mind Shao, I think. Dude, frick that. I thought, like, Delphox could be useful. I was like, ooh, Calm Mind. Nope. Useless sack of crap. It's fine. Dude, Delphox, I love it, but at the same time, it's just like, bruh. You think Cyrus and Lysander had some public beef? Dude, I think 100%. Because I can promise... Dude, look at her hair appear and disappear. No, it's because she turns around. My bad. Dude, I think Lysander could have totally clocked Cyrus was a lying piece of crap. 100%. I think Lysander would have actually had beef. Because, like, let's not forget, Lysander was, like, genuinely, like, a philanthropist before he went sicko mode or whatever. So it's not like him and while him and Cyrus are both uniquely evil, obviously, like, Lysander was more earnest about it, which doesn't justify it. His villainy is going to be just as bad as Cyrus's, if not worse. But, you know, two major CEOs and evil team leaders hate each other. I doubt Cyrus is too big an introvert, not gonna lie. Like, bro would not want the tear smoke. True. You know what? I think it's kind of like, you know, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they have their space companies. I think it's like that. Like, Elon Musk is all over Zitter saying everything. And Jeff Bezos, like, he's obviously a public person, but he's not, like, talkative on Twitter or social media. I think it's more like that dynamic, probably. But yeah, you know, like, I just see it as, like, I think Lysander would definitely be able to just clock that Cyrus is a liar. And it goes against what he wants, obviously, because he wants the world to be his ideal world, and Cyrus wants his own selfish one. But yeah, Cyrus mellows out a bit after winning, while Lysander goes hog wild and even more insane. That is true, and they are just different. Dude, we got level 59s in this cave. That is insane. We're gonna get Bubbles out front just to avoid encounters. That's wild. Is there something more down here I'm missing? Yes, right here. Okay. Let's go. Dang it. Graveler. Graveler swoop down? What? What are we even doing? Give me my flippin' Noibat, please. Maybe I can just run up and down that thing. But I know here, there's got to be a TM, right? Now that's kind of cool, actually. I low-key forgot this was a feature. W. Yeah, this big-ass rock just falls on top of us. Psyshock, okay. I thought we were going to get, like, Dragon Claw and Earthquake. It's fine. I'm not terribly upset. Like, next thing we know, Lysander wrote My Beauty to inspire all Team Flare. My Beauty. He was imprisoned. He was in prison. He's sitting there wistfully thinking. It must have been the poor people. He's talking about poor people. Like there's some, like, international cabal. Oh! This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. And it comes at level 57. We don't need to touch this thing in terms of training. We just got to make sure not to kill it. Nice. Nice. Oh. Why does it have Whirlwind? Noivern. I feel like Timer Ball fits Noivern. It doesn't matter. We're just going to use the Dusk Ball because that's going to be the best chance. Also, Dusk Ball kind of aura. We have Noibat. Oh, beautiful. 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 I mean, like, Cyrus was chill after losing because he got what he wanted, technically. A world for himself. Lysandre just loses and gets hit by a Rock Slide. True. Pebble comes in. Clutch. No, no, no. Whatever. We're going to have to go to the Name Raider now. Yes, Cutie, for sure. In Platinum, he got what he wanted. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl he didn't, but he was still chill, technically. Where is the Name Raider? Is he listed on one of these things? Move Tutor. Nope. 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 Where's the name? There he is. I just realized Vaporeon can store ice cubes in its bodies. I mean, technically, yeah. Can. It could become an ice cube, technically, right? Since it's, like, made of, like, water, technically. But, dude, cold Vaporeon. Like, you're holding a dead body. That'd feel weird. All right. Are we not excited? This is the first change we've had on the team since... Well, since when? Like, when is the last time we've actually touched this team? I genuinely can't remember the last time we touched it. Nope. Not you, Bubbles. Not you. You're staying with us, pal. All right. All right. Since Lumiose? Yeah, since we got Pebble, dude. Dude, yeah, Pebble is your child, Mr. Cool Hat. Bubbles looks cute in a maid outfit. Our fanboy. Alexander L is like, say the line, say the line. After I gave him the mark for true power. Dude. You blessed Pebbles. Pebble is the GOAT. All right. Time for the Name Raider. Is it in here? Dude, the goggles? Yeah, it's like a hat. Exactly. Okay, what are you going to give me? Here's Lucario. What are you going to give me? Dude, yeah, exactly. Goggles are just hat. The little things on its head like a hat. Dude. For real. Where is the Name Raider? Is that in the Pokemon Center itself? So he's cool. He's got a... I see... Dude, I see where we're going here. That's starting to make sense. Where's the Name Raider? Dude, remember when the Name Raider used to have a tent? A purple flashy tent? Is he now confined to a Pokemon Center? Is it you? Don't give me your platitudes. Where's the Name Raider? Dude, now he's homeless. Dude, the Name Raider used to have a beautiful purple tent. And now he's a homeless man who has to live in the freaking hospital. He's like lounging about in the hospital lobby. Sound, bats, female. Sound, bats, female. Music. Uh... Sonar? I don't know. I want something more cute. You know what I mean? Dude, this sucks. I hate nicknaming Pokemon, dude. I can never think of anything good. What's like a girly pop? A bat guy from Moist Critical. Sonar. That's kind of badass, though. If it was a dude, I'd totally go for Sonar. But, you know what we're gonna do? This is freaking awesome. Alexander Ellis with the girly pop. That. See, that's the type of nickname I do. They're just like so... nothing. Girly pop's a freaking banger. Now, we're going to make Girly Pop our flyer. And we're going to make Flygon our flamethrower. Unless we can't get flamethrower. Oh, it's an Anastar. We can get flamethrower. W. It's so stupid but so good. True. I either name it after food or other stupid shit. Yeah. Like anything can be named Mango. Dude, Mango? Mango? Mango, brother? Mango? 6'7" Mango? You're on your brain rot. Level 57 Noibat. Yeah, I think so. I think it's supposed to evolve at level 48, right? If not 48, it's 58. But, yeah. We're about it. I think we're going to end on that. So we'll see. It's almost there. Level 67 Mango. Dude, Flygon's going to have the perfect moveset. Alright. We're going to go throw Fly onto our beautiful new Noibat. Girly Pop. 6'7" Mango. 6'7". 6'7" Mango. Anyways. Dude, Cabby Lame Mechanism. Remember that? Remember Cabby Lame Mechanism? Mango Fonk, dude. Brazilian Dark Fonk Mango, dude. Holy. Alright. I think you guys earned this. You guys ready for this? That's a good move, too. You guys are ready? Give Girly Pop the Colombian special. You're going to take this line, okay? Don't worry. Take the line. It'll be good. You'll feel great. Oh, come on. Come on. Girly Pop. Girly Pop's freaking evolving. Yo. We're about to get peak, okay? Come on. Come on. That's freaking awesome. This is awesome. You'll love to see it. You love to see it, dude. Why do you have 2 dragon types? Because they're cool. Drug's so good it evolved. Yeah, she literally ascended. Well, look at that. Well, on that bombshell, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Our newest member, Girly Pop. Yes, our glorious queen. That is where we're going to end. Next time, we're going to finally take on the Elite Four. We're going to take on the champion. Barry, his day of retribution will come. It will come. I promise you. But yeah, we love dragons. Who doesn't want a drag? And look, they both got their cool special Pokeballs. Isn't that dope? Isn't that awesome? Yes, W stream. W stream. We'll finish this out next week. We might not get to the post game. Maybe we will. Or maybe we won't be able to finish it for sure. But we'll be able to start the post game next week as well. And then we're wrapping up Pokemon X. So we're getting really close, guys. We've got level 50s. We've got a level 60. We've got our full team, basically. I'll workshop it. We'll see if we'll change it up a little bit. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been awesome. It's been an awesome week. Love having you guys. And as tradition, let's see who our top fans are of the day. Number 1, we got Suicune Club at number 1. The GOAT. Mr. Cool Hat at number 2. Hal at number 3. Otis Lamar at number 4. And we've got Cool Hat again. So we'll go below that. Barius the Gradius. As you know, we got some OGs up in the chat. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're going to take on Alola next. Don't worry. Or maybe something else. Or maybe 2 at once. We don't even know. 2 at once. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Anyways, regardless, you guys are awesome. While you're here, don't forget to check out my Twitch. It's linked somewhere on my YouTube channel. I'll multi-stream to there. I'm going to treat this as my main stream, though, because YouTube's the GOAT. So we're going to treat this as the main stream still. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button if you haven't. Comment below on the VOD if you want to. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter. And also, new thing, if you want a text-to-speech thing I'll have show up, it reads the whole message. And if you want to show some love, send something over. Don't feel obligated to. Don't worry about it. But that's actually linked down below. So if you want to get text-to-speech messages, we have that available for you guys. But anyways, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hail Lysander, brother. Well, as always, never forget, Jesus Christ is King. I'm FLYBOY. And until next time, peace.